Hey guys, CryptoDad here again. Thanks for joining me on the live stream, live from Michigan, every Saturday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll talk about Bitcoin, we'll talk about the news. We're going to move some crypto around for you guys. I will do my best to field your questions. So let's get this party started. All right, so welcome everybody. I'm wearing my Ledger shirt. It doesn't really have much about Ledger except like this side tag on the bottom of the shirt, and I usually have it tucked in. But nevertheless, it's a pretty cool shirt from Ledger. They gave it to me. So welcome everybody. It's been an exciting week. The markets are back up again. There was quite a bit of news that got released that I actually had in my mind. I didn't really have to go looking for any. So I found the stories that I thought were important this week and put them in our list of things to talk about. And then I spent a lot of time this afternoon putting in what I thought we would like to cover as far as what we're going to do tonight at the top of our list. So let's jump over to the chat window here. And I want to welcome everybody that is here and now and early. Scott Lee was here early. Barbara K is here again. Buddy Love is here. Poo poo poo. Mr. David is here again. Thank you for coming, Mr. David. Frank Rodriguez is here. Did Ledger give me a discount code? No. They give them when they run promos, and they're pretty stingy with them, I have to admit. But generally, when they're doing promos of some kind, they'll say, "Oh, can you do a video about this or that?" Or they'll ask you to jump through some hoops. But they'll generally give me one, and they're only good for about 200 uses, so they go pretty quick apparently. So let's pop out chat here. Let's get this over to the other side so that I can see you guys, the feed over here. And let's see, what should we do first? Let's just jump into the news real quick. Let's get that out of the way. Bitcoin investors are no longer fearful. If you're not aware, there was a pretty good jump in the market yesterday morning, which resulted in a short squeeze. So we went from like 42,000, 43,000, up to like 48,000 within a few hours. And the nice thing is that that is held. So that event apparently rid the market of fear, I guess. This the gist of this article here. There is a measurement of market fear and or greed. I don't know exactly how they get that metric, but they do. And apparently we've moved from extreme fear up to not so afraid anymore. It's like somebody turned the light on and opened the closet door and showed us there were no monsters in there. We feel better, right? We feel not so fearful. So here was this break yesterday that occurred, and I guess now they're looking at 45,000 as being the floor. Yesterday, or the couple days back, 45,000 was the resistance, right? Well, it broke through that pretty quickly, and so here we are today. And the good thing also is that Bitcoin has been holding pretty steady since yesterday, above the 48,000 mark, which is impressive. Actually, I think it went down below 48,000 yesterday for quite a while, but not a lot, like 47 something. But here we are. And according to Crypto.com, my Crypto.com app, which I tend to think of as kind of a front runner for the current price, it tends to reflect prices that I tend to see happen within the next hours or so. So I've got 48,543. I can show you that real quick here, or can I? Did I bring it back or did I not? Yeah, I did not. All right, let's check it. 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 Yeah, I adjusted the scaling on my screen. Oh, please come up. Please, I'm begging you. Okay, come on. There we go. Don't play toy with my emotions like that. Here we are. 48541 according to crypto.com, which is based in Hong Kong. So there you have it. It's looking good. All right. So let's jump into. Oh, we're in the news. All right. So let's go to the next story. This is a big story. And it just broke today, apparently. But I guess the announcement was yesterday. But I just saw it break in my alerts earlier today. Grayscale adds Solana to their digital large cap fund. Not just Solana, something else too. I thought it was more than just Solana. And Uniswap. Yeah. So that's big news, right? So the Grayscale fund, which is kind of an indirect way to invest in cryptocurrencies, and they have more than one, I believe, has just added Solana and Uniswap. So people can indirectly participate in these markets by purchasing into this fund. And this fund is like a fully, verified thing that institutional people can get into, right? So pretty cool. They've added these new cryptos. So there's just a lot going on in the market, right? So that's good news for all of you Solana holders and all of you Uniswap holders, and also all of those of us who would like to see more institutional investment in the crypto space. All right, that's good stuff. Another big story that broke this week was Visa is working on blockchain interoperability. That was a big announcement that kind of helped push the market a little ways, right? There were a lot of good news stories for Bitcoin and the market in general that broke towards the end of last week and didn't really do much until yesterday morning. It's kind of weird how good news stories kind of pile up. Sometimes they move the market right away, sometimes not so much. In fact, there was a lot of speculation yesterday about what caused the market move upward, and this was one of them. Was this announcement by Visa that they're coming up with some sort of chain that's or system? What do they call it? Blockchain interoperability, right? Universal payment channel. There, that's a good technical term for it, right? Allow them to connect to blockchains and, what, as the spokesman put it, if I can find the quote here. Aha. Imagine splitting a check with your friends when everyone at the table is using a different kind of money. Some using digital bank currency like Sweden's e-krona, others preferring a private stablecoin like US dollar coin, and then they can all, participate in this. I'll throw in my dollar coin, and you can throw in your krona, and I don't know, maybe somebody will throw in some Bitcoin. Notice they didn't mention Bitcoin; they mentioned US dollar coin, and they had previously partnered up with Circle, who is the company behind US dollar coin. So things are looking good for US dollar coin. All right. And then here's another biggie that came out. I don't usually have stories from the Wall Street Journal, but I do today. And it's that the Biden administration seeks to regulate stablecoin issuers as banks. There's been a lot of talk about regulation. Some of it scares the market, some of it not so much. This is a good story that, in a sense, yes, they're trying to regulate the market a little more, but also they're taking the market seriously. If you recall, over the last several years, cryptocurrency market was ridiculed, ignored, bashed by the powers that be, and now, although they're trying to regulate it, which might not be so great for the market, is against the philosophy of the market. At least now they're taking crypto seriously, and stablecoins being one of them. And so we're looking at, the Circle has already asked if they can be regulated as a bank, or they've asked to a bank charter or something like that, right? So this makes it look like this could happen a lot sooner, right? So it's a pretty lengthy article about what the government, and there's an interesting section of the, if I can find it. Oh, okay. Okay. Here we go. Current and former regulators worry that stablecoins could be vulnerable to the equivalent of a bank run if large numbers of investors suddenly rush to redeem them, forcing sponsors to sell the assets at fire sale prices and potentially putting stress on capital markets as well. That's the kind of thing that happens in the, like in the Depression or pre-Depression, pre-Federal Reserve, bank runs, where people got worried and ran to the bank to withdraw their money. I don't see this really happening in the crypto market. The crypto market has been around 10 years, and we've had huge run-ups and huge drop-offs. And has there ever been a problem with stablecoins? Have, like, the stablecoin operators go, we don't have enough tether for your Bitcoin? Has that ever been a problem on Binance or any exchange? Has there ever been a run on stablecoins that has, like, spooked investors so that stablecoins have lost their value? I would think if it was going to happen, it would have happened by now, right? As the crypto markets have been fairly mostly unregulated up to this point. So I think it's a little bit of a disingenuous argument as to why they're trying to get involved in this. Probably has more to do with control and money, right? They want to get in on all of this, right? So they're using that as an excuse. Oh yeah, stablecoins, there could be a run on stablecoins. It's like, if there was going to be a run on stablecoins, it probably would have happened already. All right, but that's cool. I like this article. It's another good adoption news. It's good adoption news for the crypto market in general. And then another big story, I consider it big. It sort of stayed under the radar in the headlines, but Fed's Powell announced during testimony that he had no intention of banning Bitcoin or crypto, right? This is the big thing that the China announcement did, right? So China announced they were cracking down on miners in April, and the market crashed. And a couple weeks back, China again said they're banning crypto, and the market crashed again over, China banning Bitcoin for the umpteenth time, right? And then what is Powell? He's the head of the Federal Reserve, isn't he? He's not the treasurer. I think Janet Yellen's the treasurer. She's the former Fed chair. So the Fed chair says out loud under oath. Well, I don't know what they're probably not under oath when they talk to Congress. They can say whatever the hell they want. But he said, no, the United States has no intention of banning Bitcoin or crypto. Should have been like front page news, right? But so I'm telling you about it, right? So he says, hey, we don't have any intention of banning Bitcoin or crypto. Good news for the crypto market, wouldn't you say? They could do their best to try to ban it, but China's been trying since 2017, or before that, actually. 2013, I think, was when China first announced that they were banning Bitcoin, right? Where's that gotten them? Not too far. All right, so cool stuff. And then there was another big story. You probably heard about it, that there was a bug, or if you want to call it, I would call it a bug, right? They accidentally paid out a bunch of people in the Compound ecosystem. And now the CEO is like begging people to send the funds back, right? They were overpaid. It was like a bank error. So I don't want to go too much into this, but I just wanted to share an article about this so that you could read a little further about it And he basically, but there's a big debate in the crypto world about what the moral responsibility is for these people that receive these tokens, because they didn't hack the system. They were just paid. They were erroneously paid more than they were, supposed to get. And so, should I send it back? Should I not send it back? You know. Anyway, as far as the way the crypto debate would go back and forth. But I don't want to spend a lot of time on this story. We got a lot to do tonight. So I will just let everyone know that if you go over to your description below this YouTube video, you will see tonight's topics, what we want to talk about tonight, and the things I would like to do. And I will also attempt to answer your questions. Notice that I took that big disclaimer out to not ask me about coins. I'm going to lighten up a little on that. See, there's two kinds of questions. Well, there's lots of different kinds of questions about coins, but there's two big categories. One category is a person who just wants to know whether this coin should he buy it or should he not buy it? Basically, that's when they ask about a coin, they go, hey man, could you tell me about such and such coin? That's an honest question, right? And then the other one is they're just shillers and they're popping out the question to try to get the coin into the discussion, right? So that's usually why I won't take those kind of questions. But I'll kind of keep an eye on the feed and see what people ask me about. And I'll show you, maybe we'll cover one coin, how you determine what you should think about a coin if you know nothing about it. If you just hear about it, what should you do? I've done that before, so I'll try and get to that one tonight if we have time. And then also look down below. There's a bunch of affiliate links of mine, crypto.com. I'll work with crypto.com. It's on the agenda. Hopefully I won't forget tonight. Great iOS-based, Android-based cryptocurrency exchange where you can buy, sell, trade, swap, stake, do all kinds of cool stuff on your phone. And then also they have a MCO Visa card, which you can use to spend your crypto in the real world. Been around a while, very trustworthy service. Ledger Nano X, if you're looking to buy a Ledger Nano device, please use my affiliate link. Like I said, I apologize. I do not have a discount code right now that works, right? I could give you the old one, but it doesn't work anymore, right? All its uses have been used up, right? But when I get a discount code, I will always stick it down here in the description, right? There's a link for Trezor. If you're interested in a Trezor device, Hodler clothing, for those of you who like stylish clothing that has subtle Bitcoin and crypto messages on it. I like these clothes. There's the Ledger Starter Pack. We've got the BlockFi for earning interest on your crypto your regular crypto and your stable coins. COINTRACKER for figuring your taxes and tracking all of your wallets and exchanges. It does more than just do your taxes, right? It'll help you when you're trying to track stuff down that you may have forgotten about, NordVPN for VPNs, Coinbase, Kraken, Binance US, and the Brave browser. And my email if you have questions. So there we go. And the legal disclaimer. This is not financial advice. It's just for entertainment. I am an entertainer, right? That's what Proximo said to Maximus, the gladiator. All right, I am an entertainer. All right, so here we go. These are the stories that I just covered. Linked this one about Compound that I didn't really cover very much. You might want to check that out in more detail on your own. All right, so let's go over here. And the early question was about Barbara. She wanted to know about the Oasis Wallet. I don't know if she used the standalone Oasis Wallet or if she used the extension. What does MetaMask want? Okay, whatever. We don't worry about that right now. Let's see. Where is she? I must be over here. Yeah. All right. We did all this. Let's see. Oasis, right? So there is an Oasis extension. I did a video on Oasis recently, and we can log into that. All right, and you'll see there that I have some Oasis on my ledger. It's not on my ledger, it's on the blockchain, but it is, the wallet is being managed by my ledger device, right? So how do you do such a thing, you may ask, right? Well, let's see if we can get this camera into play here. Okay, that's not bad. We got something going on here. There we go. All right, well, the first thing you'll need to do if you want to use this wallet, come on, Rex. Okay, there we go, is we want to download and install the Oasis app, and we would do that over in Ledger Live. But let's just assume that you've done that, right? And so here it is. I have the Oasis app on my device, and in order to interface with it, I need to go into the Oasis app. Now it says pending ledger review. That just means that it's kind of experimental. You actually have to turn on experimental to get the app downloaded. I show that in my video, but it works, right? I've been using it for a week or so, and it works just fine. And I'm sure there'll be an update for it sooner or later. Now, as you can see, the wallet showed up before I even entered the app on the extension, right? But it works a little like MetaMask. So why don't we just go over here and delete it, right? Let's get it off here, right? What happened? Did it work? Did it not work? I thought I just deleted it. Did I not delete it? Or did I fail the... Okay, there, right. So we're down to just the default wallet that you have to create when you install the extension. Unfortunately, you cannot start the extension by connecting it directly to a ledger, right? It forces you to create an empty standalone wallet with a 12-word recovery phrase. That's the only way to get this wallet set up, right? And after you have done that, then you can attach your ledger, right? So let me just quickly, so here, this is, I'll call this, doggone it, it popped back up again. Why does it keep doing that? That's not really the behavior that I want. Delete account. The deleted account can only be restored by no. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm not quite done yet. Okay. I have to like, there. Okay. Now we've got that ledger out, right? So, but let's put it back in, right? Because notice now that I have this dummy account up here. Can it go? Okay. Right. There's the dummy account that I had to create with a 12-word backup phrase. Let's just click on that circle to get into the account interface, and I can add a new account. I can import a previous account maybe that I backed up with a private key, and then I can also add a ledger account. I got to give it a name, so let's call it Ledger X, right? I'm in the Oasis app. I'm ready to roll here. We hit next. I'll import. It sees that I've got the ledger connected and then I'm in the right app. I'll hit import, and it should, okay. And see, it sees these multiple addresses within the Ledger wallet. The Ledger can generate multiple public addresses. Let's hit this one. That's the one that we were using just a minute ago. And there we go. And now I've got access to the Ledger wallet. Whoops, let's go back. And there I can see it, right? And manage it. So maybe that's what happened, Barbara. You were trying to install this extension and you're like, there's no Ledger option. Well, you have to install a dummy wallet first, an empty wallet, and then you can add an account up here and use the Ledger when you add that second account. I hope that answers your question. I hope that's what happened. Okay. So let's go over here. Whoops. Let's go here and just kind of keep an eye on what it is we want to talk about tonight. I'm going to turn this camera off a little for a sec. Okay, some new people have joined us. Dan is here tonight. Thanks, Dan. Good to have you. Let me just scroll up a bit. Okay. Saycop gave me $20,000. That can't be right. I think over in whatever. KCOP to COP. What's COP? Did you? How often do I have to update my Legend Nano X? I just did it 2 months ago. Do I use your latest video again? Yes, of course. Use my latest video. But the answer to the question is this particular device requires constant update and maintenance, right? Cryptocurrency is an emerging technology. Maybe I'll compare it to the computer. If you remember, like I do, back in the 90s and the mid 2000s, computer systems and software were fairly static, right? You would buy Microsoft Word or Photoshop and you would use it for a while, like maybe even a whole year before they came out with a new version of it. And the same with Windows. Like Windows 98 was around for, long past 1998. But as technology progressed, you'll notice that things required more often updates, right? Like Windows 10 right now is constantly updating itself, and it does it automatically now. So on any given day, you can go into Windows updates and see that there are several updates that are pending, and then if you set your computer right, it does it in the background at night or whatever. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, and you think about your iPhone too. Like your iPhone, you may have had it for a year or whatever, and it didn't need to be updated until a new one came out, but now they're constantly updating the iOS, and so the Ledger is no different, right? Probably even more so, right? So you have several things that need to be updated on the Ledger. You need to keep Ledger Live updated, the software. Let's go ahead. Let me talk about Phantom Wallet real quick. But the answer to the question there is yes, it needs to be constantly updated. Make sure the latest firmware and the latest software are on there, and the latest apps. We'll do that in a sec. But I wanted to talk about this Phantom Wallet that I tried last week. I tried to download and install this Phantom Wallet, and if you remember, I was having trouble creating the wallet. And the reason why I was having trouble creating the wallet, I looked at it right after the live stream, and I realized that it was providing me with the 12-word recovery phrase. And I copied it into my clipboard and I pasted it into a text document, and then it wanted me to re-enter verify the 12-word recovery phrase. And I kept trying to paste it back in again. You guys couldn't see that because I was doing it off screen, so you wouldn't see my recovery phrase. And after the live stream, I was like, why did this keep failing? And I realized that it was asking me to enter the 12-word recovery phrase in a different order, right? And that's why I couldn't simply just cut and paste the 12-word recovery phrase that I had copied into my text document. I had to actually type in each word in a different order than what they were in the original list to get the wallet initialized. So that was what happened. And then I got the wallet. I got some Sol in here. But what was really weird about this was that if you guys recall, I had some on KuCoin, and I wanted to put some in here. And KuCoin only had one way of withdrawing Sol, and it was on the NEO network. So I was unable to use, like, this address here, this Poltergeist address, this P2K, blah, 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 blah. I couldn't use it to withdraw from KuCoin. I had to go over to the NEO part and use this NEO address. And then I was able to put some coins in here, right? Sol coins. And then I wanted to try and move them over to the Poltergeist. And instead of a swap, they call it a send. So I had to go over here, copy the Poltergeist address, and then go back to the Neo side and hit send. And then I could paste in that address, right? That was all well and good. And then I tried, and they go, "Oh, you don't have any gas." I'm like, "What? I don't have any gas?" And it turned out that I had to go buy some Neo gas on KuCoin in order to have enough gas to convert this Sol coin into the full-blown Poltergeist coin, right? And that's where I stopped right there. I'm like, okay, I got it. I could stake now. I'm not going to do it really. We were talking about Sol last week. It's been doing pretty well. But I just kind of wanted to get you guys up to date on what I was doing over here with the Poltergeist wallet. All right. Now, as far as whatever's asked about Ledger, so when we launch Ledger Live, the first thing we'll do, we go to our portfolio. If we're in portfolio and it's not the latest version of Ledger Live, it should tell us. There should be a blue thing saying you need to update. I got a question from somebody that was saying, "Oh, it's not telling me I need to update." Well, it might not, right? He had an older version, and it wasn't telling it. He wasn't seeing the blue bar up there. So if you just think you need to update Ledger Live, the software, you can just go over to the settings and go to About. And look at the version that you're running, right? I'm running the latest version right now, 2.33.1. But you might be running 2.2 or something like that. Well, if you're not sure, look at it here and then go over to Ledger. .com and then go over to Ledger Live and download the app. And it will tell you when you download the, let's see, do this. Right, when you download it into your, onto your computer, you'll see it'll give you the latest version, right? There it is, 2.33.1. So if that's higher than the version that you've got running, then just go ahead and download it and run it from your downloads folder. It's not going to hurt anything. Right? You don't have to, I mean, you should quit Ledger Live, right? But you can run this update in place and it will update your Ledger Live. If I do it now, it'll probably say I'm already running Ledger Live or something like that and I have to quit it. But then once you do that and you relaunch Ledger Live, then it'll tell you you're running the latest version. So, but normally you'll see a little bar up here that says you need to update Ledger Live. That's your software. The next thing you need to worry about is your firmware. So if you get your device connected and your PIN entered, you'll go over to Manager, right? And then the manager is going to tell you something like the device will say allow Ledger Manager. You do that, right? And then you get in there, right? And you'll see up at the top here that it says my firmware is up to date, right? Yours may not. Yours may say you need to update your firmware. So do that. It's not that difficult anymore. It's not going to destroy your crypto. I had someone send me an email this week and said, someone told me they updated their firmware and it destroyed all their crypto. That's inaccurate. It might wipe your device, but all you have to do is restore the device. But even that, it doesn't destroy your crypto when you update the firmware, even if it fails. It might brick your device, but if you have your 24-word recovery phrase, it will not wipe your crypto away. There's no way. The 24-word recovery phrase is the private key, and you can always restore to a different device. And if something glitches and your accounts are gone, you can re-add your accounts. We've been through all this before. So don't be skittish of updating your firmware. I've had people, they'll say, I'm afraid to update my firmware, I'm going to lose everything. It's like, don't, because you'll be in a worse case if you don't update your firmware, and then for whatever reason you can't move your crypto because it's not the latest version or whatever. Don't get yourself like too far behind on firmware updates, because I've talked to some people that had their device in a box or in a closet or a drawer for 3 years, and then now they can't update their firmware. They had to go out and buy a new one. But if you keep your firmware up to date on a regular basis, you won't run into that, right? Once or twice a year is fine for firmware, right? I usually log into Ledger Live a couple times a week at least. So if you're not logging, if you got crypto and you're not logging into Ledger Live on a regular basis, then you don't care very much about your crypto, I guess. All right, now the last thing we need to worry about is updates. So these are updates to the individual apps that get updated quite frequently as well. You need to keep those up to date. So we'll just hit update all, and it's going to update the apps that need to be updated. So keep your Ledger Live up to date, your software. Keep your firmware up to date, and occasionally, once or twice, once a week, once a month, log into Ledger Live. Make sure all these things are updated, because these apps get updated fairly frequently, right? And they matter on there's certain ones like Polkadot, Cardano, that it matters if you're running the latest app, right? So you want to keep those updated because they improve functionality. Sometimes they give you the functionality, right? It won't work if you don't. So make sure you're keeping all this stuff up to date. That's my lecture for today. To mint an NFT. I haven't minted any NFTs on Sol, on the Sol network. I bought one. I think if you watch the preview of this live stream, I still have that purchase that we did on the Sol network on their NFT. I'm going to talk about NFTs on the Binance Smart Chain tonight. So we'll have a chance to deal with those just a little bit. Can you tell me why? Okay, MG asked this. I received TRUC token without my consent after having transferred my BTT. It looks like this is a scam, but I can't find much info on this prob. How to remove. This is pretty common with cryptocurrency wallets. You're going to get a lot of airdrops that are unsolicited by you. They'll just show up in your wallet. There's no way to get rid of them. I mean, once they're in your wallet, they're in your wallet. And it's not worth it to try and transfer them out. Basically, just ignore them. I mean, they're not hurting anything. Now, if they're showing up in Ledger Live and you don't want to see them, you can hide tokens if you're if it's bothering you. So, like for example, if I don't want to see Polka Starter anymore, I would go over to I think it's in accounts here, hidden tokens. Actually, I think you can do it from the screen here. Right? You can just right click on the token. Doggone it, where'd it go? Okay. All right, let's go back. I think it's here. If we right click, there it is. So if we right click on the token, then we can hide it so it won't show up. Right? We were doing that with Kick tokens a while back. Kick tokens were kind of a scam. They airdropped a lot of people Kick tokens, and they were showing up in Ledger Live. And not only were they showing up in Ledger Live actually had pricing information for them. So they were whacking out the portfolio, right? Your portfolio was showing that you had all this extra value in these Kick tokens. But they were a scam because you couldn't move them. They had a smart contract that prevented you from actually moving them somewhere. So they were basically worthless, even though Ledger was showing you a value on them. Well, Ledger finally straightened that out. They don't show up in your wallet anymore, and they don't, so there's no value attached to these scam tokens, right? So if you see a token in your wallet that you didn't ask for, you don't want it, there's not a whole lot you can do. I've heard some people that say stuff like, oh, the government might try to tax you and whatever. Maybe so. I don't know that they've passed any laws to that effect, but it seems like you could always argue that, I didn't ask for these tokens, right? It's a nuisance, right? And they show up in all kinds of wallets. They show up on, in MetaMask wallets, my Binance Smart Chain wallet, my Ethereum wallet. Not so much in Ethereum as much. But yeah, you're going to get airdrop tokens that are scams, right? They're worthless. Yeah. And then it's going to cost you Ethereum transfer fees just to move them out. And why? It's not worth it. Just a minor nuisance in the crypto world. CoinTracker is a lot better than Coinly for taxes, ? I don't use Coinly, so I can't give you an educated opinion on that. CoinTracker seems to work pretty well. It has its limitations. There are a lot of things you have to go in there and kind of manually update certain things so that they show up properly, right? Sometimes they don't have a cost basis. Sometimes they don't know if it's a transfer or an airdrop, stuff like that. It does a pretty good job most of the time, but there are some things that it doesn't recognize, so you have to manually go in there and do that. I don't know about Coinly, whether it's any better in that respect, but as far as like once you've got everything, updated properly, it's CoinTracker's really good about giving you those tax forms, those capital gains tax forms, which you can take to your tax accountant. I'm a new member of your community. It's good to have you here. Abdul Razak, good to have you here. Barbara K, it's good to have you. My ledger has a battery charger issue message and then a bootlegger error. Is there any idea what's going on? I've been hearing a lot of people complaining about battery issues with Ledger. I think there was a nice person here, a lady that was talking with Dan about the Ledger device not charging right or being dim and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, these are, they're great cryptocurrency wallets. They're not perfect. Sometimes they have issues with charging and with the brightness of the readout. I had a Ledger Nano X that I used for several years, and when I got this new one, I noticed it was way brighter, but I had just sort of over time just kind of accepted it and didn't realize how dim it had become over time, right? They can be, if it's not charging at all, you can still plug it in and use it, right? You just can't use it without it being connected, right? If you're trying to use it with your phone. So if you're having those kind of issues, my suggestion is just get a new one. I know that sounds like, oh yeah, sure, go spend another $100, right? It's easy for you to say, but if you're managing $10,000, $20,000 worth of crypto on this thing, then it behooves you to have one that works right, right? Spend an extra $100, get a new one, and restore to it, right? Use your 24-word recovery phrase and restore to it. Most of the devices out there work fine, right? So if it's dim, if it's not charging right, then get a new one and restore it. That's my advice. I mean, I know that sounds flippant, but I don't know why it doesn't charge right. You have to talk to Ledger about that. I just know it happens sometimes. There's no fix that I'm aware of if the device is not working properly, right? I mean, you could just keep it plugged in for a few days and see if that helps. But other than that, if it's not charging when it's disconnected, you probably should get a different one. I know it sounds cold-hearted, but that's the truth. I have lots of these laying around, right? Okay. I was afraid that we could take our... Please, someone tell me why I'm receiving truck token. I think I explained all that, right? It's just an airdrop that happens all the time. Don't worry about it. There's no way that anyone can take your tokens by giving you tokens. Is you have to, in order to send tokens out of the device, you have to do it yourself, right? That's the security of the device. You have to confirm the transactions for tokens. The only way people can steal any crypto that you have on your Ledger device is if you reveal your 24-word recovery phrase to them. That's the trick, right? So all these phishing websites, all these, phishing emails, malware that you install that pretends to be Ledger, they're all going to get down to one. The brass tacks is at some point, they're going to say, enter your 24-word recovery phrase to continue. That's where they get your crypto, by using your 24-word recovery phrase. But if you've got a 24-word recovery phrase that is secret in a drawer, there is no way anyone is going to reach across the internet and steal your coins out of this device. Oof. What crypto can be used with Ledger Live Nano X? Thanks, I also use Stellar, Terms, and Coinbase. I don't know that there's any unifying list out there that explains every crypto that's supported in Ledger Live. There are thousands of cryptos out there. But if you go over to crypto assets, if you don't search for anything at all, if you go to ledger.com and then go to crypto assets, I think this is the list right here. But the list will tell you whether it's supported in Ledger Live or not. Some of them are not, right? Doesn't mean that you can't store crypto on this device, but you have to use a third-party wallet. So we're going to talk about some third-party wallets tonight. We just did earlier, we talked about the Oasis wallet, and that app is only accessible through the Oasis wallets, not Ledger Live. I know it's a difficult distinction for people to wrap their heads around. And a lot of people get really bent out of shape because Ledger Live doesn't support every crypto in existence. Sorry. I wish that I could go to any restaurant. I wish I could go to a restaurant down the street so I wouldn't have to drive very far and they had every kind of food that I wanted. Like, how do I feel? I want Mexican tonight. I'll order Mexican. Or I want Chinese. I'll order Chinese. It just doesn't work like that, right? There's no one-stop shop for everything. So, it shouldn't surprise you that Ledger Live doesn't support every single crypto out there. It's in their best interest if they did, but it's technically, they can't. If they could, they would, right? Wouldn't they? Or is there some secret conspiracy to make things harder for you? I don't think so. I just think that they have to work with the developers and the coders and everything to support cryptos in Ledger Live. And it's not trivial, right? So when they can add new cryptos to Ledger Live, they do. Like in the beginning, you couldn't even see your ERC20 tokens in your Ethereum wallet, the early versions of Ledger Live. Now you can, right? For a while there, they didn't support Stellar. Now they do, right? So there is progress, but they still don't support Cardano in the Ledger Live interface, or Solana, or any of these newer ones, right? But the device can be used to store your private key. Okay, it's a good sound device. I've ordered another one. You may need one additional. It's actually charged. I'm just getting that message. Thank you for, oh yeah, of course, yeah. I didn't mean to sound cold-hearted about having to spend the extra money on another one. But, even if your device is working properly, it's a great idea to have a backup in the house in case something happens, right? So that's why Ledger on their website sells like threeples, right? I think they have like special deals if you buy more than one, right? I don't know where it is, but they do. Oh wait, I think it's in they used to. Bundles. They sell bundles, right? So there's the Ledger S family pack. I thought they used to have one for the Ledger Nano X, but maybe not. Right? But it's a good idea to have more than one laying around. I have lots of them, just having bought them and having gotten them from Ledger for being nice and stuff. They'll send me one occasionally for whatever. And then when new ones come out, special editions, I usually will buy them. I just like them. I hope I don't miss any questions. What crypto can be used with? Okay. Coinly does too. Okay. The change based on transactions per year. So certain staking coins like Tron are a problem when they pay out each day. Yeah. I don't think CoinTracker handles staking rewards well either. I think tax-wise, you're supposedly supposed to get taxed on those, but a lot of times it doesn't know if it's a transfer or an airdrop or staking reward, right? So yeah, that's kind of an issue. Hopefully they'll improve as time goes by. I take this opportunity to thank you for your tutorial videos. They have helped me a lot. Thank you. When I got into this, there were no tutorial videos, and I always used to pull my hair out and say, God, I wish there was a video that would show me step by step exactly what to do with an example, a clear-cut example. And that's kind of how I got started, was like, well, let me do a tutorial for people. The first one I did, I think, well, I did some on Tor, but I think one of the first ones I did was how to buy Bitcoin on Coinbase. That was one of my first videos, and put it in a wallet. I switched from Dell to a Mac. My Ledger was set up on the Dell. What do I need to do to get my Ledger to work on my new Mac computer? That's a very good question, Sarah. No, wait, I'm sorry. Jonah, that's a very good question. It's not a problem. The first thing you need to remember is that you have done nothing to the Ledger, and you don't need to do anything to the Ledger. What you need to do is go to your Mac and install Ledger Live, and then just add accounts until you have the two versions synced up, right? So I have a good video on installing Ledger Live from scratch. If I can find it. Let's not do it that way. Let's see. Live streaming. Got it, Rex. Let me move this over here for just a second so you don't see this. Okay. Okay, let's move it back here. Okay, so Ledger clean. All right, so this video is talking about a clean install of Ledger Live. Actually, I've done even newer than that. Just recently. Here it is. How to reinstall Ledger Live on a new computer. It's right, exactly what you need. The Mac version isn't that much different than the Windows version. I use the Windows version in this video. But just follow this video. Just basically install Ledger Live on your brand new Mac. Tell it that you already have a Ledger device. I walk you through that in this video. Connect your device. Get it, get Ledger Live installed, and then it'll be blank. You'll just add accounts. So add your Bitcoin account, add your Ethereum account, add your Litecoin account. Just go step by step until you got all the accounts back on. It'll scan your device and create the accounts on your Mac. It's easy. Could you one day please do a tutorial video on Celsius? It's been months since I've been trying to open an account with them to no avail. Yeah, I'm not sure why you can't open an account on Celsius. That seems rather weird. I think you were here last week saying the same thing. Celsius to Fahrenheit. Crypto. Right? I mean, sign up. I mean, I don't understand why it's like impossible for you to open an account on Celsius. Forgive me for sounding crass, but seems fairly straightforward to me. I mean, why is it so difficult to open an account with these people? I don't know. Are you failing the KYC? Because that's fairly common. Like you're at the step where you're trying to do the KYC and you can't get the selfie right or whatever. That's usually a third party, right? You sign up for Celsius and they say, okay, now it's time to do your KYC with our third party provider called ID Dent or whatever the heck they are, you know. And then anyway, I'll think about it. But if you're not using a computer, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage. If you're trying to do it all on your phone, it's going to make it even more difficult. I mean, not everybody has a computer. Okay. But I'll think about it. You keep getting booted out. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Someone else grabbed the all username and the Cardano addresses. All right. Okay. All right. Hey, JDO is here. That's good to have JDO here. I've been syncing my Cardano wallet for about a couple hours now, and it's still not synced. And what really hacks me off about this, I'll just move it over, is that it was synced before. And then when I launched my Cardano wallet this afternoon, because I thought we might want to play around with it tonight, it started syncing to the blockchain from scratch again. And I'm like, seriously? Why are you telling me that I'm 1% synced to the Cardano blockchain? Doesn't make any sense. I didn't even install a new version of it. It's the same version I was using 2 days ago, and it was working fine. And now it's been syncing, and now it's only 86%. I'm really getting fed up with Cardano. The Daedalus wallet. I mean, I love Cardano, but I don't understand what the problem is with this wallet. Just when I thought I had it straightened out, it screwed me over again. All right. But we can manage Cardano with Ada Lite. It works just fine. All right. So let's see. Where are we? We did the Phantom wallet. We talked about Ledger Live. I wanted to briefly talk about exchange account security and exchange support. Once again, I'm going to sound heartless, but now I remember, when I was a kid, you had a problem, you pick up the phone and you call the power company, or you would call Hewlett Packard, or you would call Apple. You used to be able to call Apple for free and pick their brain. Seriously. I used to work at an Apple store, and I had this guy that used to come in and he was so annoying. He'd pick your brain all the time, and then he wouldn't buy anything and he would leave. But he was always telling me how, well, I called Apple and Apple said blah, 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 blah. But this was back in the 90s, right? Apple used to let you talk to them for free. And then he came in, I don't remember when it was, probably still pre-2000. He says, Apple's charging you to call them now. I'm like, good. Apple probably got tired of people calling them and picking their brain, Anyway, so, but ever since I've been involved in crypto, you cannot call a cryptocurrency exchange and talk to a live human being. It's just, and I just accepted that. And my thinking was, well, they're brand new, that's all tech, and, they can't afford to have people manning the phones, right? And now that it's becoming more mainstream, they're still like that. And the particular person that contacted me through email was telling me a sad story about how his account got hacked and how it was practically impossible to talk to Coinbase in person. It is. And then the next one was, I've been sending them 50 emails and they're not helping me. So, and I think we've covered this before. I'm really sad that his account got hacked. But this whole thing about the support of cryptocurrency exchanges being so horrible, and it's not just Coinbase, it's all of them. And here's my theory. Crypto is a nascent technology and it is complicated. And if they had people answer it, most people don't have much patience. They'll screw around with it for about 2 minutes, and then they'll pick up the phone and call and say, I need an answer, right? So just imagine the kind of manpower that Coinbase would need. They have, 5 billion in crypto transactions on a 24 hours basis. Do you really think that they could handle all of us lazy Americans that don't want to spend 5 minutes trying to figure something out, picking up the phone and calling them to pick their brain? I just don't think they could deal with that. And it's sad to say, but I think that's why they put that layer in between us and them. They just don't have the manpower to have someone on the other side pick up the phone and go, hey, how can I help you? And each tech call would take like 30, 40, 50 an hour to deal with that person. Okay, I need you to get your wallet. What's the address of your wallet? I mean, it would just be horrendous. I know, it sucks that you can't get a hold of cryptocurrency exchanges. And then another thing about Coinbase and Binance US is that they're not going to respond to just, and that's the next step, right? For someone that's lazy, and I'm not accusing all of you guys of being lazy. I'm just saying that if you can't pick up the phone and talk to somebody, your next step is, I'll write them an email. Well, they're not. Can you imagine how many emails they're getting every day, right? So they're not going to, they don't have the manpower to respond personally to thousands upon thousands of people emailing them that say, I can't figure out how to send my Bitcoin from one place to another. It's just, they can't. I know, it's horrible. Maybe they will someday when they get, robots. And then they can have, a million robots out there that can respond to them verbally, and take their questions. So when you have a problem with Coinbase, and the person that told me about his getting hacked said they do have there is a way to report fraud immediately so that they'll lock your account up. All right. But in most cases, you just need to reset your account. And there's a set way to do that, right? And I've walked people through it so many times. Let's see if I can get this thing pulled up. So say you're logging into Coinbase. Okay, see? And you don't have your 2FA or whatever. See this thing right here? It says, I need help. If you click on that, it's going to give you explicit instructions. I can't access my... Then they'll take you through the account recovery. This works if you do it, if you just have the patience. But people get to this screen and then they start going through it and then they're like, screw that, I'm just going to write them an email. They won't respond to just like, hey, I need help, and you've written them like 5 paragraphs explaining your issue. They don't have enough people to sit there and read through 5 paragraphs of drivel. Right? Just do this. It's not rocket science. It can be done. Anyway, that's my comment on that. And another thing, if you're using a cryptocurrency exchange, I'm begging you, please use 2-factor authentication with Google Authenticator or Authy, whatever. Don't just use a username and a password. That is such a weak way. It's so easy to get hacked, right? And don't talk to people about your account. Don't share your password with other people. Don't use the same password all the time. They might hack some, Facebook plant group or some silly thing that you are using your go-to password for, or your Discord or whatever. And they're just going to go, okay, well, I just got this database of 1,000 user emails and logins. Why don't I see if I can log into Coinbase with any of them, right? And if you've been using the same password across all of your accounts, you're hacked, right? So good password security, two-factor authentication, and, okay, class, what is the best way to prevent your crypto from getting hacked on an exchange? Keep your crypto in your own wallet, right? That's what I'm here for. Store your crypto in your own wallet, self-custody. They can't hack your coins if you got them in your wallet and your computer is secure and your ledger device backup phrase is stored in a safe place. They can't hack you. Anyway, I wanted to talk about that tonight. Two-factor authentication is like Google Authenticator. You've seen me use it on many occasions. Google Authenticator has these codes. Like when you go into the security settings of your exchange, there's usually a way to enable two-factor authentication, and you can use Google Authenticator or some other, like Authy. But not every site supports Authy, right? All right. Okay, so we're still talking about Celsius. Why can't we open an account with Celsius? I don't know. It seems weird. Okay. I've never not been able to open an account. Okay. Let's see. What's our next one? Ledger device updates and transfers. We talked about updates. I wanted to do a quick transfer on Ledger, right? Notice I've got multiple Ethereum wallets here. I noticed that there's this little one here that just has a little bit of link in it. Let's just get that link out of there, put it over here, just for the heck of it. This Ethereum wallet will just get, well, we can go down here to add token, say link. I want to do it that way. All right, just add link. And it'll give you an address. It's the same address you would have for the Ethereum wallet. All right. But let's go back over here to the accounts. Let's go to this little used Ethereum account. It's got about 40 bucks worth of Ethereum in there. I'm not going to worry about that too much. I just want to empty this link out. So we'll do a send. We'll paste in the address of that other wallet. We'll hit continue. We'll go ahead and send the max. It's not going to cost me any link. I'll send all the link. But it's going to cost me $12 in Ethereum. Ugh. I hate that. But anyway, we'll just do it. We'll hit continue here. We'll hit continue once again. I need to verify this on the ledger. Oops, wrong device. Oh, okay. That's from an old device. Let's not worry about it. There are multiple ledger devices with multiple accounts on them that are in here. This one is obviously associated with a different ledger than this one. Oh, wait a minute. Let me get... Oh, no, I'm in... It says open the Ethereum app. Let's just try it one more time. I thought it was on this device. Let's check. Oh, it's okay. See? Even I get verklempt sometimes. Let's turn on this camera here. All right. It wants me to review the transaction. That's the link I'm sending. That's the address I'm sending to. Those are the fees it's going to charge me, that 34, whatever it was, that ridiculous amount, 12 bucks, whatever it was. Sucks. Ethereum network fees are high. That's why we use all these other networks. All right, so there we go. So the link should go to 0 here. We're done with the device. The device has done its job. I don't need it anymore. We can do this synchronize here, and it should, come on, go to 0, go to 0, go to 0. Did it go out or not? It says, it's like, is it just me? I must have screwed something up. I could have sworn I just sent it. Let's go to the Ethereum wallet. Huh, okay. That's weird. I could have sworn I just sent it. Did I delete it? All right, let's try it again. Okay. All right, so we have the Ethereum wallet here. We're going to do a receive. Let's get the address. That's the same address we used, right? Let's go back over here. Oh, there it is, finally. I don't know. Go figure, right? That's done. All right, and then we can look over in this wallet and we can see that there's some chain link in there now. So we can move crypto back and forth between our wallets pretty easily. It's a good idea to get yourself comfortable with moving crypto around, especially if you're going to do self-custody. If it's time to sell and you're all, your hands are shaking and you're stressed out, you don't want to be doing this. Like, it's only the second time I've ever moved crypto. You want to just kind of try to keep in practice. It's not rocket science. It's not that difficult. And now I'm just going to hide this account because I really don't care. I could move the Ethereum out, but why don't we do that? Let's just do that too. All right, so we'll go back over here. Let's go ahead and get that receiving address of the bigger wallet. There's the address again. Let's go back over to this little stub account. I don't know how it ended up like that, but it did. Let's send to that other wallet, and let's max out the Ethereum. It's going to charge us less, but still, yeah, it's telling us it's 10% of what I'm sending, but that's okay. We'll just clean out the account. Ethereum is expensive. And hopefully it'll get resolved eventually with Ethereum 2.0. Review transaction. Let's go ahead and accept and send, and then it should empty out this account now completely, and then I can just delete it and move on with my life, not worry about it. But that cost me dearly, right? It cost me like $25 to do all that. I don't remember exactly. All right, and it should go to 0 soon. Okay, there, it's 0 now. All right, and then Ethereum main just received some ETH, right? And then this link just came in, right? All right, so we're good. Now we've got this empty account. We don't need it anymore. Let's just right click and say edit and delete. The ledger will never forget about it. It'll always be on the ledger. When I check add account, it'll just show up as an empty account because it has a transaction history. So the wallet will never be forgotten by the ledger device. Ledger device will always remember all the wallets you ever created that have a transaction history. All right, let me catch up with questions, see how everybody's doing tonight. Is $12 each $40? Would you say $1,000 cost? I think the higher the amount, the smaller the percentage. It's weird. And then don't try to save money by using low fees, because then it may time out and it'll never get mined, and the transaction will never go through, and it'll end up back in your wallet after like a week or two, and you'll have lost your fee. Right? So just bite the bullet and use the suggested medium fee and you should be okay. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Q, question. Oh, wait, let me check here. Sour Smoke Rex. Okay. I got a new phone. You can export your code from Google Auth and then import on the new phone. Super easy. Yes, you can do that now with Google Authenticator. Makes it easier when you get a new phone. So, but when you buy a new phone, hang on to the old phone long enough to make that transfer, because it's not going to automatically transfer all your Google codes over when the guy at Verizon does it for you, right? He'll just transfer all of your apps and your phone numbers and all your, your text history and your pictures and all that. But your Google Authenticator will be blank, right? So hang on to the old phone. Like, even if you're doing an upgrade, like you can't afford a brand new phone, but you can do the upgrade thing where they want you to turn in your old phone. They'll give you like partial credit for your old phone. Just tell them you need it for a few days and they'll let you keep it. A lot of times, even if you do it online, they'll say, okay, you have like 10 days to return the old phone or something like that. So just hang on to the old phone long enough to do that Google transfer. And your crypto wallets too, if you've got any like Trust Wallet or whatever on there. So these things do not transfer over automatically to a new phone, right? The app will be there, but there'll be no wallets in there for Trust Wallet. Okay. Ever have any problems with JSON file? Have a Mac with Chrome, but had to install Ledger Live with Firefox. Worked great until the first update. Then JSON file popped up again, and computer won't. Mac with Chrome, but had to install Ledger Live with Firefox. Okay. So Ledger Live is a standalone application. So I guess what you're saying is you couldn't download it with Chrome because it doesn't run in a browser. It's its own application. So I guess you couldn't download it in Chrome, so you downloaded it in Firefox, and then you ran it. But there's no JSON file needed for Ledger Live, unless you're talking about MetaMask. Are you talking about MetaMask? Well, you say Ledger Live, so I'm a little confused by that question. Don? Reinstall fresh Ledger Live. Perplexed. Thank God for the phone app. I've never seen it say it couldn't find a JSON file. But like I said, if you can always do a clean install of Ledger Live and just add each account individually until they're all back. I'm not sure exactly where you would go on the Mac, but I would venture to guess that if you, let me see, how to reveal the preferences file folder. This, I don't think it's called preferences. Folder is something else. No, this is not it. Damn it. Library. That's it. That's it. Okay. So the Ledger Live folder might be in your library folder. So you can say look for library folder, but you can also go to the Go menu and hold down the Option key or the Apple key, one of the two. And like you click on the menu, and then if you hold down that key and click on the menu again, you'll see that library folder. And then inside that library folder is a preferences folder, and it should have like the Ledger Live folder in there. And then delete that folder and reinstall Ledger Live again, and maybe that will clear up that JSON error message. Yeah. Go to folder, click go. Okay. Hold Option and click go to get the library folder. And then inside there you can find the preferences folder that has your Ledger Live folder in there. So clear out that Ledger Live folder, maybe, and that will, it'll be a fresh copy of Ledger Live when you go download Ledger Live again and install it. Maybe it'll fix that issue. But like I said, you'll have to do add account and to get all your accounts back. But you said you've got your phone app, so just look on your phone and say, okay, I have a Bitcoin account. So add account, Bitcoin. And then you look on your phone and go, okay, I got an Ethereum wallet. Go to add account, Ethereum, right? If you don't know what I'm talking about, over here in accounts where it says add account. Add account. Okay, let's see. I've got I've got some Dogecoin on here, so let's add the Dogecoin account, and it's going to tell you to open the Dogecoin app, and if you have a Dogecoin account on your Ledger device, then it will find it, and it will add it to your list of accounts in Ledger Live. So we've done that many times. ETH. I'm back. Okay, I wasn't sure if I was back or not. It's like I just turned on streaming again, and let's see here. Okay, it looks like I'm back. All right, let's see if I can say something. Okay, looks good to me. Yeah, I don't know. I got like a blue screen of death. I had to reboot, but I'm back. What was I doing? I was doing something weird, huh? Must have been doing something really weird. Something. Oh, anyway, I think we were talking about trying to reinstall Ledger Live on a Mac, and I think we got past that. Okay, Brave browser is gonna, okay, whatever that means. Okay, it says connected successfully. Yay, bully for them. Let's do this. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I hope I'm back. Uh-oh. Yeah, here I am. The JSON file, right. Yeah, I don't know about the JSON file. Like I said, if it's Ledger Live that you're dealing with, then try to, and you reinstalled it and it's giving you weird error messages, then go into that library folder, and in there is a preferences folder, and go in, and there should be a Ledger Live folder like mine. So if on Windows, it's in the app data folder. So if we go to local disk, users, app data, roaming, there's a Ledger Live folder here somewhere. Where'd it go? Oh, right here, right? Just delete that whole folder. It's not going to delete your crypto. It just deletes all your preferences for Ledger Live. And then go to ledger.com, re-download the latest installer, and run the installer again. And that should fix your issue, hopefully. I've never seen Ledger Live say anything to me about a JSON file, so I'm kind of in the dark. Where is the cat? I don't know. Kitty, kitty. I don't know where the kitty went. Kitty's not here right now. Kitty. Okay, I want to get this. Oh, Discord. Okay, we'll get that. All right, let's go to our next item on the agenda. Let's go to managing ADA with a Ledger device. As I mentioned earlier, Ledger, the ADA wallet was not syncing, the Daedalus wallet. But if we have the Daedalus wallet synced to our hardware device, we can always check our balance using ADA Lite or Yori, right? So all we have to do is, oops, gonna have to enter my PIN here, because when the computer rebooted, it reset the device. Let's go. Hopefully I did this right. Okay. Must have been that silly Dogecoin app, right? Cancel action. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go to the ADA app. All right. There it is. Cardano. Both buttons. If you have a Daedalus wallet synced to a hardware device like your Ledger, you can access the exact same wallet by going to ADA Lite. There's an ADA Lite website. Make sure you're on the right website. Even if you end up on a phishing site for ADA Lite, it still can't just steal the crypto out of your device. What will happen will be that eventually it will ask you to enter the recovery phrase in the browser. You'll have to manually type it in. That's when they steal your crypto, by tricking you into revealing your device. But if you go to a faux ADA Lite website, there's no way it can just reach into your device and steal your crypto unless you manually type in your 24-word recovery phrase. Don't do it. All right, so we'll go over here to Ledger. Right, it should ask me to export the public keys. I'll hit both buttons. Off it goes. Now it says waiting for commands, and then it should pull up the news, and my balance, right? And we can do the same thing with Yori. Yori can see the exact same wallet. We got some ERG in there. Forgot all about that ERG. So you can see it's the same balance, right? Exactly the same balance. Yori has been having issues with the reward balance, apparently, or the claiming of rewards. You can do the same thing over in this wallet. Okay, so total balance is 212. Right, so if we click withdraw, right, it's probably gonna, we'll confirm. All right, it's gonna want us to start a new transaction here. Yes, both buttons. Okay, we'll hit both buttons. Both buttons. Both buttons. And we gotta scroll over to the end of this address, hit both buttons, and then confirm both buttons. Off it goes. So now it should reflect the entire balance, including rewards, in the available balance, right? It's really not necessary because you can always, if you try to withdraw the entire balance, it will automatically claim the rewards for you while you're doing it. It says pending. Okay, might take a minute. Okay. So I guess the point here is, and we've talked about this many times on the live stream, is that the ADA wallet, if you're using a ledger device, can be accessed from Daedalus, ADA Lite, or Yori. All of them. Same wallet, same device, same balance, same rewards. All right. Not that happy with Daedalus right now. Supposed to be, that's the one that the Cardano team made. Really causing me grief. But here we go. All right, so we can go to the account. There's the entire balance, including the rewards. We're ready to roll. All right. What's next? Oh, yeah, the fun stuff, right? Pancakeswap NFTs. I went to Pancakeswap earlier today, and I noticed that they've got NFTs active now. So if we go over here to NFTs, they have all these NFTs. Now, I've been using Pancakeswap for quite a while now. So let me make sure I'm connected to the right MetaMask wallet, right? So let's go to MetaMask. We're going to log in. That's right, we had to reboot. All right. I'm not going to switch to Matic. I'm going to keep it in Binance Smart Chain. It's reflecting, it's connected to the wallet, right? I can go down here to my NFTs. This is my profile, and you can see that I have several NFTs here. Interestingly, back in the early days of the Pancakeswap NFTs, they allowed you to claim one of these, see these little ones that are worth like 20 bucks each? You could claim them for free. I think you had to have a little bit of cake in the wallet, but not much, right? Or maybe it was 0.5 cake, but whatever. They weren't really expensive. They were practically free. You could claim them, but only one per wallet. So what I did was I had multiple wallets. I went out and started a brand new wallet and set up a profile and claimed a profile pic for all of them, and then I consolidated them into one wallet, right? So I have like these $20 jobbers were ones that I kind of claimed for free. Now, at some point, I don't remember exactly what it was. I logged into to Pancakeswap, connected my wallet, and I got this bullish one, and they were like, "It's a bonus" or whatever. And apparently it's worth something, right? It's worth like 400 bucks almost. The price has gone down a little bit today. And then you can buy them. And the good thing about the NFT platform on Binance Smart Chain is that the fees are really low, right? Unlike the Ethereum blockchain where you go to buy an NFT and sometimes you have to pay a higher fee than what the NFT's worth, right? You try to buy this $20 NFT, and it costs you like $40 in Ethereum fees, right? But it's not like that on the Binance Smart Chain. You pay in BNB coin, right? So let's put this up here. Oh yeah, before we we'll do. Is it possible to deposit money with Revolut to Binance anymore? Not sure about Binance. I can't use Binance. Dan Wester just tipped me. That's from getting myself back from the computer crash. Oh, thank you, MT. I appreciate it. I don't understand how to do it. There's no way, right? Barbara Bailey. I can't create HBAR wallet connected to Ledger. Neither can I. I've tried. And people have asked me about it, and you go to okay, thanks, John. Yeah. Something from work. Oh, right. We were trying to do HBAR a while back. There's a third part. You can install the HBAR app on your Ledger device, but then you have to use the HBAR wallet, and then you'll get to a certain point where they'll say something like, if you want to join the HBAR blockchain, you have to know somebody that's already on there, or you have to use a third party and pay them to allow you to join the HBAR blockchain. And I can't abide by that. I mean, it just doesn't seem right to me that a blockchain would charge you to get on there, right? Because that's essentially what happens, right? Because I don't know anybody that already is on the HBAR blockchain. So anyway, we abandoned it at that point. And then a few weeks later, I come to find out that HBAR is like going crazy, and it hit an all-time high, and so I'm sorry, I don't. Maybe I'll look into doing a Ledger video, but you can't view it on Ledger Live, so just put that idea right out of your head. You're going to have to download a third-party wallet for HBAR. Let's see here. All right, crypto assets. And I don't know how many times I've talked about HBAR. Hedera Hashgraph, that's it. Not supported on Ledger Live, you have to use the HBAR wallet, right? So if you haven't gotten this far, I'll give you a link to that. But you go and you download this wallet, right? And then you update your firmware, you get the app on there, you get the access my account, and then top hardware. You have to go to hbar.com to create an account. It may take 15 business days for your you got to go through KYC. I mean, really, it's a lot of trouble to go through to put your HBAR on a wallet. You can just buy it on an exchange, just leave it there, sell it when it gets high. El Gozi, following me from Algeria, Africa. Well, welcome. That's really cool. I've never been to Africa. All right, so we were talking about these NFTs a little bit, and I wanted to sort of go over how you get funding into a Binance Smart Chain wallet. Some people have difficulties with it, right? So first of all, you have to have a MetaMask wallet set up, and it has to be configured for the Binance Smart Chain, right? You'll notice I have multiple networks configured in my MetaMask wallet. So if you don't know how to get that done, then I invite you to watch that video of mine, and I believe it's the Pancakeswap video. This one. Ooh, coming up on 200,000 views. Right on. Let's get that in there. Okay, so if you have the Atomic wallet, looks like you can use HBAR in the Atomic wallet. That might be the way to do that, rather than your ledger. I hate to say not to use the ledger, but it seems to be quite a hassle to use your ledger device to store Hedra hashgraph. So anyway, this video will explain how you get your MetaMask wallet configured and set up for the Binance Smart Chain. I actually go through funding the wallet in this video, but we're going to do that tonight just for the heck of it. All right, so we'll go over to Binance US. Now, I've got some money in here, so let's buy a little BNB coin if we can. Here's some BNB. Let's trade for BNB. Let's do BNB US dollar. We want to buy some BNB with our $64. All right. Let's hit buy. Oh, wait, we want market here. Okay. We want market. We want 100%. And let's hit buy. All right, that looks good. All right, so now we can go over to our wallet, and we've got, where is it? Don't toy with me. Okay, here it is, BNB. Now, I want to put that in my Binance Smart Chain wallet, but unfortunately, if I hit withdraw, it doesn't give me the option of Binance Smart Chain. It only gives me BEP2, which is regular Binance Chain. So how in the heck am I going to get this BNB into my Binance Smart Chain MetaMask wallet? Well, I'm going to have to do a little trick. I'm going to have to use a little wallet called Binance. They call it Binance Wallet. I think it's called Binance Chain Wallet. Right? It's an extension. That you can download. Come on, Rex. Why can't you spell chain? I always do that. This is it. Binance Wallet. Oh, they changed it now. It used to be Binance Chain Wallet. Now it's just Binance Wallet. Anyway, so you would install this in your browser, and now you have access to this nifty little wallet that can do cross-chain transfers. Isn't that neat? So we're on the Binance Chain Network. So all we need to do is copy this address into our clipboard, and then we'll go back over to Binance US, and we'll paste in that address, and we'll do the max, and then let's take it down to, well, no, we can take it all out of Binance. I can always get more. So we'll hit preview withdrawal. There's no memo required, so I'm going to say yes, go ahead, and we'll confirm that. I need my Google Authenticator app. Notice I have two-factor authentication on my Binance US account, so no one can hack in there and steal all my crypto. 061376. We'll hit done. It's going to send me an email, which I will need to, I always open it in the same browser in a different tab, and then we'll click confirm withdrawal, and off it goes. So we'll just wait for it over here. Now the nifty thing about this little wallet is that once there's some regular BNB in here, from this wallet I can send to a Binance Smart Chain wallet. So let's go over here to our, let's go back here. Let's go to our MetaMask wallet. All right, there's already some BNB in here, but I'm explaining how you get it in there, right? So you'll know. And this isn't the BNB that you buy on Binance US. This is Binance Smart Chain BNB. Different. I know it's confusing, right? Let's copy this address into our clipboard. Let's go back over to this nifty wallet that's got that Binance in there, right? It's already in there. If it's the Binance wallet, does a pretty good job of receiving Binance when you withdraw it from Binance US or Binance. Now, let's do a send. Let's paste in that Binance Smart Chain address. Now notice, even though this wallet is a BNB regular wallet, it knows that I'm asking it to do a cross-chain transfer. And it's okay with that, right? I don't need a memo. I'll just do the max. Actually, I think I should keep a little in there for fees or whatever. Sometimes it glitches out if you try to max. Let's hit send. There it says, okay, I'm sending from up. See, there it's same. It's doing it again. All right, let's just do 4. Let's try again. All right. So Binance Chain Network to Binance Smart Chain Network. Isn't that confusing? Leave it to the good people at Binance to make things confusing. All right, so there it goes. And we'll go back over here, and we should see it over here. Should go from 4.9 to like 5 at some point, right? Let's just keep an eye on it. There. All right, so that's how you get Binance coin converted. And the trick is that nifty little wallet that I showed you, that Binance, they call it the Binance wallet now. It will do the conversion for you. It would be great if Binance US, when you went to withdraw BNB, it had the option of Binance Smart Chain. It does not. It only allows you to withdraw to one network. Kind of messed up. All right. But a lot of people get confused by that. I've talked to so many people that they say, oh, I'm going to send some Binance some Ethereum or some ERC20 token. And then it gives me like 3 choices. Do you want to do the Ethereum network, the Binance network, the Bitcoin network, or the Binance Smart Chain network? And then they look at it and it tells them the Ethereum network is going to cost you $40. The Binance Smart Chain is going to cost you $1. And so they're like, well, I'll use the Binance Smart Chain. It's cheaper. Well, they don't even have a Binance Smart Chain wallet. What they're sending it to an Ethereum wallet, thinking they're using a cheaper protocol or whatever, and they lose their coins. So you have to be careful with all these networks, right? Okay, how do I buy this pulse chain? Where do I buy this pulse chain? All right, so let's do that. Let's go through CryptoDad's, how you find out about a coin you've heard nothing about, right? Let's look at it. Pulse chain. I don't see it. Well, that's a bad sign. If it's not showing up in CoinGecko, then it's probably, I don't know, a scam? All right, let's Google it and see what it is. Pulse chain coin. Okay, now see, it might be one of these early coins that is not even out yet. Oh, come here. Come on, kitty. Someone was asking about you. Come on. Come on. Were you just going to look at me? Okay, that's how they are. All right. Oh, there she is. Okay. He. It's a he. It's a he cat. This cat puts up with some... We have a husky that likes to, like, bite it and manhandle it. And the cat's like... But the cat, like, even the dog is sleeping and the cat will run up and start messing with the dog. So sometimes he gets what he deserves. Okay, so here's this coin. I don't know how you buy it. Bridging, trading. Okay, Pulse Chain's Uniswap. Can trade on puts Uniswap and similar at launch. Okay, so this coin hasn't even launched yet. All right. Yeah. See, I don't know anything about it. If you can't buy it, oh, PLS. Okay, so that's what it is. PLS. I don't even see it on CoinGecko. I don't think it's been released yet. Right, so I can't really like evaluate a coin that hasn't even been released yet. right? We don't know anything about it. We can't. It would be great. I mean, if you want to get in on the ground floor, maybe just go to this website and find out more about it, pulsechain.com. I just Googled it, but it doesn't look like it's been released yet. It's not a scam. So you say. I won't know until I've researched the coin myself. I don't just take people's word for it. Can't buy Pulse coin, not live yet. Okay, well, all right. So stop shilling it, please. Okay. It's a chain that will copy the Ethereum chain and most of the tokens. Okay, I get it, right? That's a novel idea. Isn't there like Cardano and Solana and Polygon and so, there's like hundreds of chains out there that are going to replace Ethereum, right? It's not a very original idea if you ask me. Anyway. All right. So let's move on to bigger and better things. So we got that in there. Let's go over to our profile. We got the coin in there. So should we buy an NFT and show how easy it is, right? Let's go to collections. Let's find, I saw one earlier, Syrup Soak. Interesting. Now, some of these are supposedly, they used to move. So I don't know what happened. I'm going to buy a relatively inexpensive one. Wow, look at this one. Panery, 23,000. That's crazy. 55. This one, 46,000. For Drizzle? Wow. That's crazy too. I remember seeing these and you couldn't get them. I was like, well, how do you get these? Well, now that you can get them, like the few people that had them are like charging big time for them. Wow, these are big. Jeez, I'm not going to buy that kind of stuff. Claire, I think I have Claire. I'm not going to buy Bully. Let's just buy Sunny for Pete's sake. Do I have Sunny? I don't think I do. I have Churro. Okay, let's just buy Sunny, right? It's cheap. All right, so Sunny. All right, so let's buy it. It's 23 bucks. We'll hit buy. We've got enough BNB in our wallet. Let's hit checkout. Let's confirm. Let's sign it with our MetaMask wallet. Fees are really low. And we'll just wait. It should confirm in our MetaMask. There it goes. Transaction confirmed. We got the little alert up here. Close this. We'll go back to my... Whoops, what am I doing? Oh, this. Your NFTs. There, so now we got Sunny. Right? So, you got BNB in your wallet, you can buy these NFTs, right? I showed you how to put some BNB in your wallet from Binance US, right? If you're not in the US, then use regular Binance, but we can't use Binance. Because from regular Binance, you can withdraw directly to a Binance Smart Chain wallet. But don't do it unless you know what you're doing. Because I remember this thing used to move. I don't know why it's not moving for me now. I'm in Chrome. I should see some movement here. But anyway, so I do have one NFT that's sort of worth something, right? All right. But have fun with these. Who knows where all this will lead eventually. Now, there are other NFT platforms on the Binance Smart Chain. So if we go over to DeFi, I want to do this. Is it going to let me do this? Nah. All right, fine. I had moved all these folders up so that I could get to them easier during the live stream. I was telling him, like, why don't you just move the folders so that when you change your scaling that they'll still be visible? Took me a while to figure that one out, didn't it? All right, so as you can see over in Bakery Swap, they've had NFTs for quite a while, right? They've got a lot of NFT. They got a bunch of collections. that you can use your Binance Smart Chain wallet to buy. Some of these sell for Binance US dollar, some for Bake tokens, right? Cranky Bear, 10 Bake, kind of cool, right? But I have to warn you, you need to really know kind of what's hot and what's not if you're going to make any money at this, right? I just got lucky with that other one because it was just given to me out of the blue. But I think, you know, the younger kids, they know how to buy these and resell them within minutes and like turn this huge profit. We'll see, right? Also, I wanted to do, let's see, fund a Binance wallet. Okay, buy Avalanche tokens on crypto.com and transfer to a ledger-based wallet. Oh, this is going to be fun. So let's go over to crypto.com. Oh, I'm going to have to start that over again, too, since I rebooted. Is this going to work? Hi, Katie. All right. First try. Can you believe that? Let's go to crypto.com. All right. We're still over 48,000 on Bitcoin. That's good. All right. Let's go to trade. Let's go to buy. And we'll choose Avalanche. Avalanche. All right. 181. Okay. We're going to pay fees on this. All right, so buy 2.6 AVX. I'm going to pay 2.99% on this transaction. It's going to cost me $5.44. I confirm. I should get some Avalanche in my wallet. Now, if I was smart and patient, I would have just transferred some money into my fiat wallet ahead of time. Then I wouldn't have these fees, right? I wouldn't have to worry about the ATM fee. Let's see. It might reject me because it's kind of a larger than... Oh, no, it worked. Okay, so I got it. All right. And we'll go over to accounts, and there you go. We've got the Avalanche in there. Now, we can... all right, that's confirmed. That's cool. If we go to Avalanche... okay, and then we go to individual, and then we go to Avalanche Wallet. All right, it wants me to connect or create a wallet, right? So the first thing I'll do is I'll go over to Ledger Live, and I'll see if there's a app, which there is. We'll go to Manager. And we'll turn on the camera. Right. Actually, we really don't need the camera because I've already got it installed, right? So there's the Avalanche app. We would just install it on our device. Right. And let me show you a trick here. All right, I have an Avalanche wallet, right? I have apps installed. I can delete the Avalanche app off my device. It's gone, right? I just destroyed the private keys to this wallet, right? And I had some Avalanche in there. So what now, right? Well, I can simply reinstall the Avalanche app and it will recreate the exact same wallet. Device is locked. Please don't. All right. I don't know what's going on. Blip. Okay. Well, that didn't work the way I expected. Okay. Is it still in there? Oh, it's gone. Okay. I don't know what that error message was all about. So now let's Avalanche. Whoops. Let's go to Apps Catalog. Let's do Avalanche. All right. Now it needs to be installed, right? So I entirely deleted the private key for that wallet. But because the Ledger wallet is deterministic, when I reinstall the app, based on the master private key of the Ledger, it will recreate the exact same Avalanche wallet it did the first time. Right? It doesn't just randomly generate a brand new private key whenever I install an app. It always installs the exact same wallet it did the last time. Right? So let's just go over there and get into it. Oops, I can't see this very well. Oh, I see it up there. Where'd it go? Come on, Rex, what are you doing? Okay, going the wrong direction. That's what I'm doing. There we are, Avalanche. So let's hit both buttons. Now I need to get out of the manager, right? That if you're in the manager, it pops you out of apps automatically. So if you want to stay in an app, you need to be out of the manager. All right, now let's go over to this website. I guess it doesn't matter which browser I use, but I think we were in Chrome, right? So let's hit Access Wallet. Let's say Ledger. Now it wants me to provide the extended key, so I'll navigate all the way over to Accept, hit both buttons. Now it wants the regular public key. I'll go over to Accept and hit both buttons. And it should pull the wallet up here. And there it goes. And lo and behold, the wallet still has a balance, right? Kind of got a little dicey there when I deleted it. I thought to myself, what if you delete it and it doesn't come back? I was wrong. It worked. It's like a trapeze artist working without a net, right? So there is our Avalanche wallet based on the Ledger. Private key for the Avalanche wallet is on our Ledger device. We can access it through this Avalanche interface, right? It does not work in Ledger Live. So don't cry me a river over that one, right? If you want to be on the cutting edge, you want to get the latest stuff, and you want to store it safely and securely on the Ledger, you need to widen your horizons and realize that there are a lot of new cryptos that are not yet supported in Ledger Live. And if you want them, and you want to store them safely and securely, you can still use your device, but you're going to have to use a third-party wallet to do it. It's okay. All right? Now let's move some crypto in there. Yeah, that's true. I don't like that 95% figure myself. All right, so now let's go to Avalanche. Let's do transfer. Let's do withdraw. Let's choose external wallet. And notice the address is not the same, but this address was whitelisted earlier. So every time you use this wallet, it's going to give you a brand new wallet address. Sometimes Crypto.com gets a little funky when it's a derived address from the exact same wallet. It'll tell you it's already in there, even though you can see with your eyes that it's a different address. But let's go ahead. Let's try. Let's whitelist this address. So I'll hit the plus up there if I can. I'll say wallet. I'll turn on the camera and scan that little Avalanche wallet code. I'll call this one Ledger 2. All right, I'll hit continue. And I got to put in my Google Authenticator code. So I'll drop that in there. Off it goes. Oh, okay, so it recognized both addresses. That's fine. So let's hit withdraw AVX, AVAX. I can hit max down there below. I'll hit withdraw. It's going to charge me a very small fee, 0.005 AVX. I don't know, maybe it's about $5. I'm not sure. Let's go back over to my Google Authenticator. I'll tap that code for crypto.com. I'll paste that code in here and hit continue. And the withdrawal has been submitted. All right. What was that? 0.00. Let's check that real quick. Ugh. Ugh, please don't. Ugh, what is this? Come on. CoinGecko, what did I do? All right. AVAX. All right. What did they say? Was it 0.005? 34 cents it cost me. It's pretty good to withdraw from crypto.com. Let's go back here. Did it come in already? Let's refresh. I think it did. I think it was 22 before, wasn't it? Let's check. Oh, it's 23.3. Okay, so we're still waiting. Okay. I can deal. Oh, there it is. That was quick. 25.99. So now we got more Avalanche in our ledger-based wallet. Yay. All right. Tim Finley. Oh, wait. I have a huge problem with people saying 95% of coins will disappear after the next cycle. Based on what? 2017 bubble when all the altcoins disappeared? Did they, though? I've heard that 95% figure before. It seems a bit high to me, but I would say that it's accurate in that sense that a lot of coins fail. I do have a graveyard of coins at the bottom of my portfolio that are like just negative. So I get it. Some coins fail. Some coins, project fails, business plan fails. They get hacked. They get exploited. Whatever. They get a bad reputation. People sour. Better coins that do the same thing come out. That kind of stuff. But I would mention that I do have a few coins that I bought in 2017 that I watched negative for 2.5, 3 years that are successful now. Polymath being one of them, right? So Polymath is I bought a long time ago. It's still around, and it was a low tier coin. So I don't know. I don't know where that figure comes from, but Dan has mentioned it to me a few times. But it's probably a good rule of thumb to go by. Stick with the winners, right? Don't go for these low cap coins. And if you're going to go for a low cap coin because you think you're going to make a moon bag, then sell when it pops, right? Don't if you're looking for a short-term gain, then own that, right? Don't hang on to the coin forever thinking it's going to moon higher down the road, right? May not have that longevity that you're looking for. So if you're going to buy coins with short-term gains in mind, then don't hang on to them for years and years thinking they're going to come back after their moment in the sun, right? Okay, so who knows? Circle might become a bank, and then you will be able to store US dollar coin in your bank. But as it stands now, US dollar coin is a cryptocurrency. You can store it on an exchange like Coinbase or even crypto.com or Coinbase or Binance US, I believe, supports US dollar coin. Probably not. Yeah, I don't think Binance US supports US dollar coin, right? Oh, it does. Okay. Yeah. Almost a lot of exchanges support US dollar coin, but you can't put it in a bank. That's for sure. Not yet. Who knows? Maybe you can soon. Can I take Bitcoin and convert to US dollar coin and then convert that to US dollar? Oh, yeah, sure. So if you have Bitcoin in your wallet, and I think I may have done this on a few occasions, right? You can take your Bitcoin and transfer it over to like Coinbase and then sell it for US dollar coin and then convert it to US dollar. But I believe on Coinbase there's a US dollar Bitcoin trading pair. So there's really no reason to put it into US dollar coin if all you want to do is cash out. Just sell your Bitcoin for US dollar and withdraw. Right? Now there are some coin where they don't have a US dollar trading pair. So you would need to convert to either Tether or US dollar coin first and then convert that to dollar. Anyway. Looks like I ran out of time tonight. I had some other stuff. Sorry about the glitch where I lost. Yeah, the Luna thing, I think we'll have to wait. And the Dinoswap, maybe next week we can do that stuff. Right. I might buy the Luna anyway. Let's see here. Let's just do that. What the hell? Right, so Coinbase. It's weird. I think we were able to... Yeah. All right, so I've got some stablecoin in here. Let's try Luna. Yeah, see, here's one. You can trade for US Tether for Luna, but there's no US dollar coin for Luna, which is kind of distressing, right? So, or I could use US dollar, but I don't have any US dollar in here right now. It's all US dollar coin, right? I got a lot of US dollar coin in here. So I would have to buy Bitcoin with my US dollar in order to trade for Luna, right? So let's see. Let's say, or I could do US dollar. But either way, the tax implications aren't great either way. I'll just go with Bitcoin since it's a crypto, right? So let's do BTC, US dollar coin. I want to buy, and let's do 500 US dollar coin for Bitcoin. We'll place the buy order. That should go through right away. I got hit with the trading fee, 1% trading fee, right? But now I should have Bitcoin in my portfolio. Right? There it is, about $500 worth of portfolio of Bitcoin. That's that polymath I was telling you about. Right? It's down right now, but it was doing pretty good a few weeks back. Let's go back for that Luna that we talked about. This time we've got a trading pair for Luna. Bitcoin. Let's see, we're gonna buy Luna. Is that what we're doing here? Yeah. Oh, we can't do market. Damn, I hate that. That bugs me. Okay. Damn. Then that means I have to like put it in manually. Damn it, I hate this. I hate when they don't have the mark. Okay. I'm not done yet, honey. All right. What? That's not what I want. Damn it. Okay. That's not right either. Why would Luna? Luna's not $400, is it? What's the price of Luna right now? Terra Luna. It's $42, so it shouldn't be. I might not want to do this right now. I'm kind of confused. I'm not going to pay. Okay. All right. right, so I don't know how to do limits in Coinbase Pro. I'm not familiar with that. It's just hassle. Okay, damn. I really wanted to do this. All right, I'm not going to do it while I'm under pressure. It's a bad way. It's a good way to lose your crypto, is to try to make a trade under pressure. We won't do that tonight. Yes, we know. Okay. All right, so I'm not going to be able to pull this one off for you guys tonight. I'll have to take a deep breath and take my time. Anywho. All right, so sorry about the glitches tonight. I got through as much as I could. If I didn't answer your question, my email is down below. Don't forget, we do this every week. Same time, same place. Live stream from Michigan, where you can throw out questions and I'll do my best to get them answered. Hope to see you there. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me, and hope to see you